Hello, darling. It's Luna here. Today, we are stepping into a part of our journey that may feel heavy, but it's so necessary. Let's talk about letting go of guilt. I want you to sit with me for a moment. Close your eyes if you can. Just breathe. Let's inhale and exhale. Now, I want you to think about something. How long have you been carrying guilt? Has it been years? Is it since you were a child? You know that guilt that whispers to you when you're alone, telling you that you should have done more, you should have been better, this is all your fault. Can I tell you something? Guilt is a thief. It steals your peace, your joy, your ability to move forward. It convinces you that every mistake you've made defines you. But here's the thing. You were never meant to carry all these guilt. I want you to think back to the moments that shaped you. The times you tried so hard to be everything for everyone. The times you put yourself last because you thought that's what love was. Do you remember how it felt to hold back your tears so no one else would feel uncomfortable? Do you remember how it felt to apologize for things that weren't even your fault? And yet, even then, you told yourself, I'll do better. I'll try harder. I'll carry this for them. It's okay to cry right now. You've been so strong for so long. You've carried so much. But strength, my darling, strength doesn't mean carrying the weight that was never yours. Strength is knowing when to put it down. And so, let me ask you, whose guilt are you carrying? Is it the guilt of a family that expected you to be perfect? Is it the guilt of not being able to protect your siblings from things no child should have to face? Is it the guilt of saying no, or finally standing up for yourself and then feeling like you betrayed someone? Maybe you're carrying guilt for things you couldn't control, things that weren't your fault but somehow became your responsibility. Or maybe, just maybe, you're carrying guilt for simply existing, for not being enough of what the world told you to be. I need you to hear me when I say this. It was never your fault. You were a child. You were doing the best you could with what you knew. Even now, as an adult, you're still learning, still growing. You're allowed to make mistakes. You're allowed to be human. Imagine the younger version of yourself, the little girl who tried so hard to be good, to be responsible, to make everyone proud. Picture her in your mind. Look at her. Would you ever blame her for being tired? Would you tell her that she wasn't enough? Or would you wrap your arms around her and say, I'm so proud of you. You didn't deserve to carry all that. It's okay to let it go now. Let me be that voice for you today. It's okay to let it go. You see that guilt that has been holding you? It's not yours anymore. You don't need it to prove your worth. You don't need it to hold yourself accountable. You don't need it to punish yourself. My darling, you're not the sum of your mistakes. You're not defined by what you couldn't do or what you couldn't save. You're so much more than that. Take a deep breath with me now. Inhale and exhale. Picture yourself standing by a quiet lake. In your hands, you're holding everything you feel guilty about. It could be the regrets, the shame, the what ifs. They're heavy, aren't they? Now, gently, one by one, drop them into the water. Watch as the ripples carry them away, farther and farther, until they disappear. You feel that? That's your freedom. That's your permission to heal. I want you to say these affirmations with me. I forgive myself for the mistakes I've made. I am not responsible for the pain I did not cause. I release the guilt that no longer belongs to me. I am worthy of love, even in my imperfections. Let's say that one more time. I forgive myself for the mistakes I've made. I am not responsible for the pain I did not cause. I release the guilt that no longer belongs to me. I am worthy of love, even in my imperfections. Firstborn daughters, you've carried so much for so long, but you don't have to do it anymore. It's time to put it down. You're allowed to move forward. And most importantly, you're allowed to forgive yourself. My darling, thank you for being here with me today, for showing up for yourself, for being brave enough to face this part of your journey. I want to remind you that letting go of guilt isn't easy, but it's necessary. And I believe that you are strong enough to do it. It's time to move forward, to forgive yourself, and to let go of that guilt. I will see you tomorrow. Until then, my love, be gentle with yourself. Keep healing, keep forgiving, and keep choosing yourself. Sending you all the love and hugs. It's me, your big sister, Luna, the soul alchemist. And as always, remember that I love you.